Nichet Gray, and I am an NPC Fitness competitor. Nichet Gray, she's a trainer. She trains and entertains. Nichet trains and entertains. That's really what I am about. I'm a fitness coach, a kinesiologist. I am a professional dancer, and I am also a fitness model. I have always been an athlete. I've been an athlete since I was 5 years old. I started off in gymnastics, and when I was 8 years old, I moved into track and field. And I pursued track and field when I was in high school. And also in high school, that's when I started my dance career. And I took that, I started working at a dance studio when I was 15. And I started teaching a year later. I also, like I said, was a dance teacher myself. And that's really when I started to build my craft in dance and really started to learn a lot more about the body. And when I was in high school, I loved anatomy. That was my favorite class that I took, and it was in the 11th grade. And so when it was time for college, I decided to pursue my degree in kinesiology, and that's pretty much how I got started. I ran track because I loved being on the track and running and just taking off. I was a sprinter. My best race was the 400, but I did the 100, 200, and 400 meters, and I also did the relays. And it was just that adrenaline rush that I would get when I was on that track, that like I could just take off. And there's nothing that could, in my mind, could catch me. I was invited to Australia to run when I was 15 years old. And I actually got injured in track. My first race, I twisted my right ankle, and then in my last race, I suffered IT band friction because my quad went one way and my knee went another way.
Perfect form, too. Keep those abs tight.
I healed from my ankle, but my knee actually just had this like screwing pain, and I couldn't run. It made me kind of like lose sight. It really just emotionally impacted me, and I lost my passion for track. I didn't know what I was doing it for. It wasn't like how I loved it before. At that time, I was at the dance studio. I actually worked at 2 different dance studios around that time frame when I was in college, high school, college, and so dance took that place because I was still able to move and I had all my flexibility, and it didn't affect my knee. So I was able to just pursue that, and that's what I did in college. I tried out for the UNLV Scarlet Dance Line and made legends there because it was the first year of UNLV doing that with the band. So they added that program, and I was able to be a part of it for 2 years, and I took dance classes all through college. Thankfully, dance saved my life, and it helped me to keep that fuel with athletics going. I found a new passion. I found a new love. I didn't really know I loved dance as much as I loved dance until I really was deep into it in my college years. And I wanted to pursue, that's how I got into modeling. I wanted to pursue more. I wanted to be more involved. I was asked to do my first music video when I was 17 years old. So with all that, getting into those entertaining elements, I was like, I was hungry. I was hungry for that the dance, the modeling, the whole entertaining life.
We're on final touches, guys.
2 weeks ago at the Anna Level show, I won first place and overall in my first fitness competition. Well, to be honest, there has been a lot of, I don't want to call them hiccups, but it's been an uphill battle. It was definitely an uphill battle just to get to that first show, up until like the last hour. So that was actually very funny in one instance, but out of everything, it has taught me that the show must still go on. It doesn't matter about what else is going on. And really, because of all the uphill struggle that it took to get to that moment, it was a relief and a release to be on that stage. It made me feel so good. It made me feel that everything that I've worked for was going to hit that stage at that moment and at that time. And it's what I love to do. It's my passion. I love to perform. It's my heart. It's everything about me. So I was so ready to be on that stage. I was so ready to give it my all.
Next, let's welcome to the stage competitor number 26, Nichet Gray from Las Vegas. She's a fitness coach, trains Rush Fitness, and Yolanda Larson.
And because nobody has ever really seen me on this aspect of the fitness and bodybuilding, then I was ready to show them something new. And I've also seen a lot of different fitness competitors, and I watched their videos on YouTube as I was perfecting my craft for that show. And I was like, I want to bring heart, I want to bring emotions, I want to bring that wow factor. So the first routine was literally about me understanding my life purpose here on earth, or as I call light working. I believe I was here to help impact the world in a positive way and to help serve humanity in a positive way. And we're all on this journey of self-discovery. And so that entire routine was about me discovering who I am and discovering that everything that I've done up to this point in my life was to bring me to that stage and to bring me to that moment. So I'm a big Disney fan, and Cinderella is one of my favorite Disney movies, and probably one of my all-time favorite movies. I love her background story of overcoming her challenges with her stepmother and her stepsisters and meeting her Prince Charming. So for me, about this, so this is love, it was like hitting the stage, seeing the crowd, seeing everybody and saying, so this is love. This is the love of my life. This is what I was meant to do. And then moving into Michael Jackson, The Way You Make Me Feel, it was exactly about that. This love is what you make me feel. You make me feel so good. You make me feel powerful. You make me feel passionate. And then This Is What You Came For was like a realized moment. It hit this is what you were born to do. This is what you came on earth to do. And so I put all those elements together to introduce that routine on that stage that day.
And our winner, competitor number 26, Nichet Gray. All right, Anna, let's bring her the overall trophy. Congratulations. Bring her to the middle.
Again, I wasn't done with the uphill battle. It was as soon as I was done with the first show, I had to get back to reality or back to life, and so I had some more obstacles in my way, especially that first week. So
all right, I'm ready.
I was thankful because a lot of things were taken care of that I didn't have to do in the first show, like my outfits. I have to thank CJ Elite because she put together my fitness routine outfit and as well as my bikini. Push Fitness, they supported me because this is my home gym. So I didn't have to worry about where I was going to be working out. They also supported me with making sure that I was ready, stage ready. So my coach Jolie, she's always been my support, my backbone, and she has made this process pretty much unconscious, as I would best say. Conscious in the fact that you are aware of what you're doing and you're learning through the process, but unconscious to where you're not worried about it. You're just doing what she says, and you're just without the resistance, And so that has been probably my biggest lean on. One of my best friends, Nakia, she's my spiritual advisor as well. She's the one who taught me about meditation and about just being within your own self intuitively, listening to your body. So for that part of the journey, I felt very supported throughout the entire 2 weeks. There's also my fitness family here at Push Fitness, as well as my family back home in Las Vegas. They were just cheering me on. They were following up with me. They were just telling me that I can do it. I was still feeling the love from just presenting myself out to the world and social media. So I was receiving a lot of positive feedback and a lot of support. So in that aspect, I was good. I was really taking what the judges said into considerations. They said that I needed to speed up the beginning. So my first initial thought was, let me come and bring them something new. I was like, let me wow them again. And like, instead of them expecting the first routine or the same routine, let me bring them something brand new. So that's what I did with the second show. I brought them a new routine. To be honest, it wasn't, I would say, like the first routine. It was more, at the end of the day, the second show was about growth. It wasn't really about that wow like I think the first one was. It was actually about growing and about like, all right, now you're in it. Now people have seen you. And so what else can you bring to the table? So the second routine actually came as a creative inspiration. I wanted to speed up the music, so that's exactly what I did. And Miami Heat, you know, I wanted to bring the heat. I wanted to bring what Florida was about. Since I'm from the West Coast, I wanted to bring more of something that they originate with. So that was what that energy was about. It's about bringing that fire, bringing that heat, and just bringing a little bit more of a sexier side to me. I'm a go-go dancer. I'm an entertainer, so I can get the crowd hyped. So it was really about just hyping up the crowd, getting them involved with the routine, and then just also expressing a little bit about myself and how I felt with the world, and why I've like maybe have had times where I shut down because I haven't always felt confident to express myself in the society and the world that we've lived in, and with, you know, other people's opinions and, you know, your own self-esteem. So that last part of the song, You Know You Like It, was more about my self-esteem, my confidence, and you know, just saying like at the end of the day, you know, some things are going to drive you crazy and some things are going to just be a little bit twisted, but you know, it's all good. You are who you are, just be you.
And your NPC Southern States Fitness Champion, Competitor 1, Nichet Gray. Congratulations.
Like, you know, you can't just stop. You have to keep showing that, like, yeah, you're going to grow, you're going to do better, and where you are now, there's more. There's more to come.
She is also our overall